It's time for another hot dish from Happy, Healthy, Wise.
With Daddy.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to How to Make Your Wife Happy and Healthy. I'm not pulling your leg this time when I tell you this is the tastiest pork dish there is. So come on, everybody. Let's get cooking. This low and slow pulled pork dish is very easy to make. Just need a crock pot and 3 simple ingredients. First, we're going to mix together our 3 simple ingredients. 3 ingredients you probably already have in your home. First, we're going to take a tablespoon of salt. Put it into a bowl. Second, we're going to take a tablespoon of brown sugar. Usually the brown sugar, you want to make sure it's been packed into your tablespoon for the measurement. I'm going to put that in. Third ingredient on our list is a tablespoon of chili powder. That's it. 3 simple ingredients. You want to mix them up well, get a very similar consistency throughout. Then we're going to add it to our pork shoulder. You can use any big cut of pork that you want, but it's going to go nice and slow. Pork shoulder is the most common, though, to use for pulled pork. Now that our mixture is nice and ready to go, let's pull out the crock pot. So here's my crock pot. One of the easiest ways to go low and slow. Gonna open it up. We're just gonna put the pork right inside. A nice 2 to 3 pounds of pork shoulder. And this is probably already, there's a little bone in there. Let's throw that part away. Now this is frozen, and I defrosted it for about 2-3 days in the refrigerator. So it's nice, still cold from the refrigerator, but it's not frozen anymore. So you can buy it early and freeze it for a while. Now what you're gonna do is you're gonna take the ingredients, just gonna put it right on the pork. Top, bottom. Don't be afraid to use your hands, that's the next step. Right in there, put it all on the pork, make sure it's on the pork. That's gonna add your flavoring to your slow cooked pork. Your hands will get a little messy. That's just par for the course. Don't worry if it doesn't all get on the pork. So have the rest of the ingredients there. There we go. Now it's ready to turn on to low heat for 6 to 8 hours. Then you take it out, chop it up, pull it apart, spread it apart, add barbecue sauce, and serve. For this low and slow method, I'm gonna use a crock pot. This is one of my favorites because it's a set it and forget it appliance. You set it on, you can leave, go away, set it up in the morning, and by the time dinner comes around, it'll be ready to go. So make sure you cover it. If you don't cover it, you will not be able to eat it because it will not retain the heat to keep it nice and low and slow. So we're gonna set it to a low setting. And that'll take about 6 to 8 hours to cook the pork fully through. If you're home and after it's done cooking, you want to keep it warm, you can switch it back to a keep warm setting for this version. Each version does their own thing. And now we sit and wait. All right, you can see the results of, let's see, 10 hours of slowly cooking our pulled pork. I first got this dish when I was in North Carolina. So I was in North Carolina, it was on the menu and I had it and I liked it. So we took our pork shoulder, we roasted it, slowly cooked it. Oh, you can see how soft it is now. It's gonna pull right apart. So we're gonna take it out in sections and into a bowl. Ooh, it's gonna be difficult to take out, isn't it? It's so soft. Generally what you do is you take out all that juice and don't put it with the pork. You can do as you wish. So we're gonna take out all the juice. Now, my family doesn't like it pulled so much. You can see we can just pull it apart if we wanted to. And there you go, right there. There's some pulled pork right there. You can keep pulling all the rest of it out. We like to keep it whole-ish when we use it, as much as I can. But this one's really soft today. So we'll see how it goes. With pulled pork, often I'm gonna prepare 3 versions of it, 3 different sandwiches. Mine will be the standard with the kick, where you add the coleslaw And you add the barbecue sauce, not in that order. And then you add in my special kick, which are going to be peppers. That's my version. My son just wants the barbecue sauce. My daughter, she wants like a sandwich. Tomatoes, lettuce, ketchup, mayonnaise. So here's the pulled pork. We have one slight catch today. Unfortunately, I'm out of hamburger buns or brioche rolls or any kind of rolls that normally go. So instead, we're going to use hot dog buns. Now the first one I'm going to set up is my son's. Very basic. Take the pork, put it on the bread. Now if you wanted to shred it more, you could. You can just pull it apart with 2 forks. But on there, we don't do the shredding so much, we just like to put it on. Okay, that's a good amount of pork for my son. Once you got the pork on, he's go straight for the barbecue sauce, his favorite one. Any store-bought brand that you guys like will do fine. I have made my own barbecue sauce before. I have a recipe I like. But we're going store-bought because it's easier. And there you go. And there is my son's version. Next, I'll give you my daughter's version. So my daughter likes it a little different. I'm going to put on the mayonnaise first. She likes it more like a sandwich. We're going to put it on the mayonnaise. And she loves her mayonnaise. She also likes to eat something called mayo chup, which we have seen online. Mayonnaise and ketchup in a bottle. But I told her, if you want mayo chup, might as well just buy Thousand Island dressing. Thousand Island dressing. 2 main ingredients, mayonnaise and ketchup. That's why it's pink. But she wants some mayo chup. Okay, but she loves both sauces to death. So we make sure it's loaded with the tomato ketchup and the mayonnaise. There it is. Now I'm not using the standard lettuce that I usually have. Usually I would have iceberg lettuce. But this being quarantine time and coronavirus and all, our romaine lettuce that we use for our rabbit. And then tomatoes. Yes, ketchup and tomatoes like any good hamburger. Like basically your hamburger condiments. And then of course, the pork. And we'll leave the knife with her plate. And there is my daughter's version. For the grand finale, we're going for the classic one that we usually got in North Carolina. My wife never living there. So I'm just gonna put in the pork first. Now I could pull it. You know, it's the same whether it gets pulled or not. Pork shoulder in there. Good amount. It's plenty. Next, on top of the pork, should go its barbecue sauce. You can put in as much or as little barbecue sauce as you want. You don't even have to have any barbecue sauce. But I thought I should make one standard pulled pork sandwich. So we lay it on the barbecue sauce. And next, coleslaw. If you want a recipe for coleslaw, I have it with my fish tacos. Except this is the same recipe minus the lime juice. Now my extra kick. Some hot chili peppers. I'm gonna put a couple in there. This provides a pretty big kick. If you go to In-N-Out, you'll have a chance to get some of these. So it's the standard with electric kick for myself. Beautiful. 2 peppers will do nicely in that. Now it's time to eat.
Hey. Honestly, this is just a way better version of a hot dog. And the meat is really soft and tender and easy to chew. Well, the barbecue sauce gives it that weird sweet flavor that tastes really good.
No, my tomato fell. I like the hot dog bun. It makes everything taste better for some reason. And the beef, it has some nice flavor and it's very tender. So you can just bite into it and you don't have to keep on biting into it because it won't come apart. And I like that. But my sauce is the best. Ketchup and mayonnaise, mayo chop.
Happy Healthy Wife, Chef Barry here, reminding you to slowly cook that like button, just like we slowly cooked our tender pulled pork barbecued sandwiches. What do you like to put in your pulled pork sandwiches, or what do you have with pulled pork? Leave a comment down below and let me know. Don't forget to subscribe and click the bell to be notified of all my new videos that come out on Mondays. Thanks for watching. Have a happy and healthy day.